Now I request Professor Dr. Sonal Pandya, Madam.
Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Sonal Pandya. I'm from Gujarat. I'm talking from the city where the first social mobilization, non-violence movement, Dandi, was started. If we are talking the legacy of the Gujarat and Ahmedabad, many people mention about the Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and uh, Vikram Sarabhai was the scientist who talked about the not merely what is the possible through technology, but what is the desirable use of the technology as well. So the site experiments and other experiments, the another well-known experiments which leads to the Gujarat, that is a participatory video experiments of Seva. So I think in the context of these two things, recently I represent the Gujarat University, and Gujarat University is received the Center of Excellence from UNICEF for communication and behavioral change. So this year, sir, we conducted the campaign of the Vijay Rath, where we also invited 450 artists who perform in the various part. Because after COVID, we talked about that world is change and world is rapidly changing, but what change really has taken? Because when we talk about the communication, as Dr. Ujjwal Chaudhary mentioned, that in media fraternity we divided into two. Media academician is talking about the ethics and all the media professionals are looking for the skill labor. I think we have to focus on two aspects of media education. One is the perspective building, and second is the skill learning. We always talk about the skill learning, but we hardly talk about the perspective building. The When we talk about the communication for social change, I think we should must focus up more about the perspective building, because you don't have to convey the message, you have to convince. And first time, as far as the health communication is concerned, we people realize that health communication is not all about the body, it is not all about the medical jargon, it is all about the social behavioral change. So the concept of the health communication is also changing. It is challenging to convince the large crowded population that how to do the responsible behavior in this context. Our topic is participation, accountability, and empowerment. With our little experience experiment with the various conferences during this COVID crisis, and we were partner of the Press Information Bureau, UNICEF. I think with those experiments, I would like to conclude few points which is having more relevant of these three topics: participations and accountability and empowerment. First of all, when we are creating the word participation, uh, what we mean by the participation, because generally there are two types of will in the group: general will and particular will. So which will and which feedback we are focusing on, that is a very important point. Because generally when we are talking about the people's point of view, uh, it is general, not general will, but sometimes the particular will we generalize as a community voice. So as a researcher, as a media content provider, we should know what is the difference between general will and the particular will as far as the participatory communication process is concerned. And when we are involving the various voices of the participatory communicators in our secondly, our communication method is like a showering, sharing, because the role of a receiver and role of a sender is changing. And whatever the communication that we learn, that we are telling, we should understand the role of telling and conveying. So when the role shifting of a sender and receiver will going to equal, the one very important value that I would like to include here, that is empathy related communication. Can we role replace the empathy related communication when you are talking about the participatory communication? They don't need the sympathy. Can you replace the role when you are talking about the migrant labor? can you replace that if I were to walk for the 400 miles, what your response supposed to be? So I think without empathy communication, you cannot realize the value of the participation. Second very important thing is research, and research is not all about the data collection. Now interdisciplinary approach is also, I think, not outdated, but we have to see the whole things in the research, that is a transdisciplinary. Your one subject is having the 100 aspects of a research that you have to include. So I am focusing after this, when we are talking about the even participatory communication, we have to focus more about the disciplinary research. Otherwise, you cannot go for the applied research. Applied research is not part and separate angle of a research. But if you select the transdisciplinary approach to the research, you will do a tremendous work. The one very important point that, sir, I would like to mention, that is a language. When let us talk in the context of a COVID crisis, a mass social distancing, lockdown. Sir, in our new education policy, we are talking about the language, regional language education, and giving more importance to the regional languages. We are not able to translate few scientific words. A small villagers, how they can identify between the physical distance and social distance and lockdown. These are the jargon. I am very much interested that people have even translated those words into their own languages. Either in Gujarati, I can talk, nobody tried to translate it into Gujarati. So if happen in the other languages, I think
in Odisha and Odia, we have used the translated language in our language.
I'm very glad, sir, if it is happening. So the language, without knowing the local language, sir, you cannot think about the participation. Because, for example, in our COVID crisis, we, with the help of UNICEF, we translated the broadcasting in Kutchi dialect. Because Kutchi, they don't have a drafted language. It's a spoken language. And Kutchi women cannot understand that how to wear the mask and why to wear the mask in Gujarati as well. So we started community broadcasting in Kutchi dialect. So I think language is a very big issue when we are talking about the heterogeneous and heterocultural, because India is not a country, it's a continent, it's a country of a contrast. Fourth, very important, is a technology for participation. I'm concluding, sir. We are not, we are talking about the media and democracy, but what about the democratization of media industry? How we are taking the voice of the people. And for that matter, we are talking about the community media. Why not the corporations and cooperative media industry? We have the largest cooperative dairy in Gujarat for milk purpose. Why not the media industry? Why we are always feeling helpless as far as the market forces in media is concerned? Lastly, sir, we are talking about the corporate communication. I think we have to introduce new area of a research, that is a common man's communication in this. We are talking about more of a technology and how technology is promising, but we have to work on the information management more rather than access, because information rich and information poor, these are the two terms are now gone. Now we have to work more on the information management, and there we have to think about the communication for common person, common man. Lastly, we lots of talk about the e-learning, but I think as an intellectual people, I lived in village for many years, we think participation and empowerments are a good jargon, but we have to think for the de-learning, sir. We should learn not just e-learning, but de-learning. We have to learn many lessons from our people, and we have to listen before telling them. So listening before telling is a conclusion of my presentation. I am over. Thank you very much.